Okay, now that my India ink is dry, I can touch the surface. The ink's not coming off on my fingers. Now I'm ready to choose the metallic color of paint that I want to work with. We have the options of gold, copper, silver, a green. The red actually came out more pink, or there's a rose color. And I'm switching to a flat brush. So my India ink, I used a round brush. It was pointy so I could get the top into the little carvings. Now I want a flat brush with a tiny bit of paint on the surface. I'm not going to dunk my entire brush in that cup. I just want a light layer, and I'm even going to wipe the extras off on the side. When I do this step, I'm going to lay my brush completely flat across the surface, and I'm just going to drag the paint across the top of the surface, and I'm going to do a little bit at a time. I don't want the paint to sink all the way down into the carved holes, because that's where my black paint is showing the contrast of my texture details. So I'm just going to kind of slowly brush this on, and the silver is going to start to cover the black India ink. The top will start to become a little metallic. I might have to do more than one layer at this. I just need to be patient as I go. And if you do see a lot of paint down in the cracks, you can kind of take your brush and really paint those away. Pull that paint out with the top of the brush, and then continue to proceed. So you can paint your entire project one color, or you could do a mixture of colors depending on what the design is to your architectural tile. When you're doing this step, you also want to consider painting the side of the tile so that it looks like a finished piece of art. I would even be painting the whole side edge of the rectangle base, because that will look unfinished if you leave that part clay, but the top has color on it. So you're going to work until the cleanup timer rings. If you don't finish today, you'll be finishing next class. When we store these projects, you're going to put them in your class shelf where you made your project in the clay room. When I'm done painting, I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to wipe my brush on the sponge till it's clean. I'm going to use my paper towel to dry that off. And then be very, very careful as you move these projects. The wax paper is a slick surface. This tile will slide around. If you move too quickly, you can slide that whole tile off the board and it will fall and break. But if anything breaks, keep the pieces. I can glue anything back together for you.